Welcome back to Dang Media TV. Rescue diver Jonas Taylor tries to save the crew of a damaged nuclear submarine. When I witnessed an unknown creature crashing into the hull of the ship. Two of his crew are trapped in a damaged submarine, but Taylor is forced to flee, realizing that any rescue attempt will lead to the death of everyone he has already rescued. Rejected fellow survivor Heller, who believes Taylor has become drunk and cowardly due to the induction of pressure psychosis. 5 years later, billionaire Jack Morris meets Dr. He was formerly Mingwei Chong at an underwater research facility called Manawan, which was run by Financial. Zhang and his oceanographer daughter Suyin oversee a mission to explore the deepest part of the Mariana Trench, which is obscured by a thermocline of hydrogen sulfide. The mission's submersible is piloted by Lori, Taylor's ex-wife, scientist Toshi, and the Wall. However, an attack by a gigantic unidentified creature has caused the submarine to lose contact with Manawan. An old friend of Taylor's, Mana his one operations and his manager, James, Macrides, suggests sending Taylor downstairs to attempt a rescue. Chan and Mock travel to Thailand to recruit Taylor, despite objections from Heller, now a crew member of Manawan. He is skeptical at first, but after listening to a tape recording containing conversations between Lori, her crew and Manawan, he relents. Suyin tries to save her in her absence but is attacked by a giant squid, killed by a giant shark before the squid crushes the submarine. Agreeing to help, Taylor breaches the thermocline and reaches the sunken submarine. When the shark returns and attacks the submarine before the evacuation is complete, Toshi sacrifices himself to help the others escape. When the crew returned to Manawan, the crew discovered that the basking shark was a Megalodon, or Meg. While discussing how to deal with it, Suyin's daughter Maying sees the sharks arrive at the station and track down Meg before killing her with poison. After Meg destroys 3 nearby ships, Taylor goes into the water and shoots Meg with a tracking device while the team takes Suyin to a shark-proof tank so they can shoot Meg with poison. However, the mission is foiled when a shark attacks the cage and shatters Suyin's mask, causing him to lose oxygen. Taylor pulls Meg out when she returns, but she gets caught in the cage leash and dies from her poison. In their moment of triumph, a second, much larger Meg appeared, swallowing the Wall and the dead Meg, severely injuring Chan and destroying the cruise ship. Heller sacrifices himself to save his crew member Jax. Mac swims to a floating lifeboat so he and his crew can regroup at Manawan, but Chan dies en route. The sharks pursue them, but are stopped by a helicopter summoned by Morris. They will handle it. In the process, Morris falls overboard and dies. When the Manawan crew learned that Morris had not contacted the government and he had failed to convince them, he decided to track down the shark and kill it himself. Meg attacks a crowded beach in Sanya Bay, China, and devours several beachgoers before Manawan's crew uses whale calls to attract their attention. Taylor and Suying work together to kill it, but Suying has to leave to save the others when the helicopter crashes into the ship and is forced into the water. Taylor wounds the beast and lured by the spilled blood, a pack of modern sharks come and devour the dying Meg. Taylor reunites with the rest of Manawan's crew and considers going on vacation with Suying and Maying. Meanwhile, Meg passing by is heard underwater, suggesting that 2 or more of them have escaped the ditch.